Good morning, everybody, afternoon or evening. Just depends on when you are tuning in. For me, it is 4:19 in the morning. Dun, dun, dun. 4:19. It feels that early, trust me. Especially after a week of Wes being on vacation and I didn't have to get, well, I shouldn't say I have to get up anyway, but I chose not to get up at 4 o'clock. This morning is early. And yeah, so here we are. This is last week. I just thought I would show you. I did put this little insert in. All I did was take half a sheet of paper. I folded it, cut it in half, tore it in half. And then I used some washi tape on both sides just to put it in on the seam. I used it to make a grocery list. And then I also did some meal ideas, which that didn't go very far, obviously. I did need to check off some things that I got done, and it looks like all I did was plant beans. That is it. Wow. That is somewhat sad for a checklist. There was 100 other things I did, but they didn't fall under that list because I actually helped Wes and we recorded 2 podcasts Saturday afternoon. So yesterday was mature day. I did not compost. I need to figure out a good spot to compost on the property. And I know you're thinking, well, don't they make like behind the sink compost too? They do. Those are awful small for the amount of produce I have or that we use. So I'm looking for something a wee bit larger to utilize. So if you have an idea for a compost, like a YouTube channel you've loved or an article that you've read that you love, please feel free to include me on that. You can tag me down below. You can also @ me at Plan with April on any video and I can go check it out. So that's kind of cool. Meal prep, I didn't do a whole lot. Sunday I did do, I cleaned the back deck with Wes's help. This is my Papermate Ink Joy gel 0.7 that I'm using. I ordered some chairs, patio chairs. Those should be here this week. And I put down whoops, I spelled that wrong. I put down a nice outdoor rug in the back. This area that I spruced up this weekend is where we have the goldfish pond that used to be the hot tub that broke like 5 years ago. And it was old enough that parts weren't being made for it anymore. So we had the option of removing it from our deck. It's a built-in, almost like a below counter sink, if you will. So we had the choice of either moving it and destroying it or figuring out something else to do with it. We would have had to rebuild our deck too. So that was kind of part of the reason we decided to upcycle it. So Wes went through, cleaned everything out of it. There's no motor. There's no way to turn on like the what are they called? The filters or the bubbles or anything. The jets aren't turned on. There's no electricity to it. It's all been pulled out. So sealed everything up, cleaned it all out, did a couple water tests with a pond place we have here locally, and then filled it with 11 feeder goldfish from the pet store. Just cheap 11-cent goldfish. And put some native plants that grow locally here in ponds, and over the last 3 years it's just really accumulated itself or acclimated itself, and it's quite the little place out there. It's beautiful. He did a waterfall for it. I'll show you guys one of these days. Moving back into this though, I did I planted the beans. I planted all of my herbs in a shoe organizer that hangs over the back of the door. I had originally got it to organize some stuff in our shower to have those pockets in there, but then I was like, these are the perfect size. I only used 12, not 18 of them, so I cut them down. I need to give you guys a tour. It's too dark out there right now. You can't see anything. But maybe next week I will give you guys a little tour of the backyard. So this is this week, week 29. I already went through and kind of laid things out a little bit of what I knew was going on. So there is that. I am waiting for notification that Wes has got to work so that I can do my iPad on the weather. I nicked myself with a knife while chopping Brussels sprouts yesterday, like a dork. I tell ya, it's just one of those days. I do need to pick up groceries tonight. I need to Wordle. I do need to Wordle. And then I have a very uneventful weekend planned, as you can see. So let's put in a couple of things for, let me move my coffee. I don't know if you can consider that coffee. It's pretty darn light this morning. Oh man. So I'm just going to hop over here and I am going to put in, let me get out some stickers. Now that I say that, I want to use some of my, I'm going to switch gears today. Oh, you know what? I think one of these kits has some yellow in it. Let's see. Yes. So let's pull that one too. Why not? We can always add to a layout. Nothing says we can't add more to a layout once we've done it. There are no rules that say that. Oh man, I have enough to even do almost another layout with this. Look at that. Too stinking cute. And there they are. I was going to say, did I leave my tweezers out in the living room again? I didn't. I did not. Perfect. Cute as a bug. How was your weekend? Do you have any fun plans for the coming up weekend? Wes's ride was awesome. He had a really good time. This was his first week out on his motorcycle, and he said it was amazing. Like, he had the very best time. So I am really, really happy that he enjoyed his week. He is definitely planning his next adventure, which makes me happy and giddy for sure. Do those fit up there? Oh my word, they do. They do. I don't know that I'm really getting coffee or McDonald's this week, but it matches the color and I love it. I'm loving it. Water some plants. Staff meeting? Nope. Had to think about that though. So I'm kind of mixing stamping or sticker shops this week. Obviously, we've got Helen with the Coffee Monsters Co. She is definitely my go-to during the normal layouts, everyday layouts. But then I've got Nightingale Paper Co. And I thought we could incorporate some of those too. Let's go in here. I want to see if this is going to work. So, is this, it's not quite, is it? But this must be for the weeks, is what I'm thinking. Well, maybe not. Either way, we are going to make this work because these are adorable. Add a bit of fun. I feel like we're getting into some colors, which I wasn't fine with, but I'm going to be fine with. I am going to be fine with it. Anyway, back to weekend plans. I've got nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, I just remembered. I need to remember to water my sister's plants this week. I'm gonna have to put that in here so that her beautiful tomatoes and beautiful plants don't succumb to the beautiful weather. We are finally out of the rain. Did someone call for rain? No. Oh, these stickers also came out of a little pack I got from Target, I think? Question mark? Pretty sure it was Target. So, tie those in there too. I wonder if there's a way to tie in this little sunshine guy and a little weekend banner. Why not, right? Again, I almost saying we are the champions. What is that? We are the champions. I'm going to sing it anyway. You guys get so much on this channel. So much of me on this channel. I can't believe it. I know you guys are all excited. I don't know where that accent came from, but there it is. There it is. All right, let's do, I know I need to water my plants. So let's just go down here and I'm going to put, do I want that in the middle? I don't. I do. I don't. I do. I don't. I do. I really, really do. I just realized these have little different kind of plants. So I, again, think this is adorable. The link to this shop is also down below in my description. I include her shop every single week. Even though I don't plan with her stickers every week, she's one of the two that I use most often. Every once in a while, you'll see me pop in a Chrissy Ann design or something like this where I've just found at a craft store or office supply little place. So, all right, that puts in all my water my flowers. I do want to add one more up at the top on Friday so that I do remember to water. Oh, I already put it there. Look at that. Looky there. Somebody was already ahead of themselves. That's a rarity for me to be ahead of myself. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's do this on Saturday, although I know I do have some things that I need to get done on Saturday, or Sunday, I mean. I'm hoping it is just a quiet, uneventful day. Started reading a book called Tales You Win? Question mark? I think that's what it is. It was recommended on Book Talk. It's a romance, smutty romance? I don't know. Took a break to swig some coffee there. All right. I don't know why I sing that song. Tell me why I sing that song. I do like this little yellow box here. This little yellow black box here. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, perfect. Let's start filling some stuff in. I feel like I've done a really, really good job at just putting down all of the stuff. And now I need to fill in today. I think I'm going to do a plan as you go this week until probably Friday, unless Wes goes riding early on Friday. I really don't like filming while he's in the office. I know that's silly. Or in the house. It's not the office. He's hardly ever in the office. But I feel silly when he's in here and I'm recording. So it's kind of out. So let me see if I have a different pen. Yeah, this one's a 0.3. This one's a little better. For what I want, not better overall. I don't prefer that over any other. I'm just thinking small wise. Pinpoint wise. So I need to do 3 call logs this morning. Just going to group these together. In custodies, dun dun dun. For those of you who don't know, I work in the records division of our local police department, so that's what I'm writing down here. My list of things that I need to do at work today. I definitely need to file. I was so bad about filing last week. I need to get my filing done. I need to get everything back where it goes. And need to reconcile the till. And then I need to do requests. And finally, expunctions. That one's pretty darn important. For some reason, I am not getting any kind of idea of where Wes is right now. I don't know if he's made it to work because my computer, or I was going to say my tracking device. That sounds really ridiculous. I don't track him, but I do. I just make sure he gets to work okay when he's on his motorcycle. Well, that made me sound like a stalker. It would be, but we're married. I mean... I'm cracking myself up. Okay. I know. It's a little silly. Where do I want to put the weather? Where should I put the weather? I kind of filled in random areas, so I don't see... I guess I could put it way above. Let's do way above, I guess. Oops. Oopsies. So it's going to be sunshine all week, which is wonderful. 82 and 49. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Tuesday's going to be 88 with a low of 58. It's a little warm. We're getting warm. I'm a mid-70s girl. I pack a few extra fluff. I pack some extra fluff, so I don't do well when it is above like 80. Oof. And then Friday, we're getting a little lower. 81 with a low of 53. Oh, my beans are gonna love this weather. Saturday, we're back up again. I wonder if Wes wants to go to the coast this weekend. And then Sunday, Sunday is going to be 86 and 58. That still feels like it's going to be warm. And it looks like next weekend we're back up in the 90s. Eesh. No. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. All right. Well, that takes care of today. I do pick up groceries tonight that I ordered, so that'll be good. Last week looks really, really good. I'll see how this goes. And you know what I'm thinking? April, if you're putting this in, why don't you just use your sidebar? I know, right? Because I struggle using my sidebar and filling it in. Well, because I know I struggle, I filled it in already. And I still have next week that I filled in my sidebar too. So, stay tuned for this plan with me. That'll be out this Friday. So, we go from lemon theme to watermelon theme. Kind of fun. Anyway, I hope you have the very best day. I will touch base with you tomorrow and we will figure out what we're going to do. I hope you have the very best day. Awesome week, and I love you. Bye.